check out all these toms on my way to work today. And oh yeah, I got a couple big toms like that up in Oregon with my bow, but this is a neighborhood, so people wouldn't take that too kindly. And I don't have my California hunting license yet, but man, those are some gorgeous birds. They look tasty. Good morning, YouTube. We got a pretty cool tree to do today. It's live, so that's a good thing. Nice cool morning. Got a little break in the weather, so we're gonna go ahead and tackle this today. I'll give you a shot of what we got. We're taking out that cedar right there. Got a little bit of a lean over the house, and this tree's going. Unfortunately, it's a gorgeous tree, but we're gonna take it down because of insurance reasons. The fire insurance is getting pretty crazy up here in the mountains. They've been giving people a hard time about trees too close to the house and whatnot, so we got to take them down. We do probably about 90% dead trees, but I think we're going to be doing a lot of live trees that are close to the house this year. It's been starting to seem like that. We got to do what we got to do. Of course, it would be a beautiful milling log, but we got a couple obstacles. The clean out running here in the water line. And yeah, we could take the fence down and fall it out right here, but we're not going to do that because we're just going to process the whole tree here. The homeowner wants it as firewood. So what we're going to do is we're going to send the speed line out straight to the dump trailer. We got a perfect setup for this. It's going to work out great. We got the porter wrap. So we'll get all the limbs off. We'll get the top off. And then I'm just going to do what I do. We got this area right here, nothing underground. And I'm going to chunk it down in 16-inch rounds right here. And as I'm doing that, we'll get the guys rolling the pieces out this way. And we're going to go ahead and split it right here on the property for her. We brought the log splitter, 34-ton log splitter. It does the job. It's plenty for what we need. So we'll just split all the wood and leave it right here. The whole tree will get processed by the time we're gone. Yeah, you can see it's got a pretty good lean, and it's definitely leaning over the house. So all in all, it's not a bad thing to get rid of it, especially with these cedars. They could get a snow load and break or whatnot. It's just kind of unfortunate. It's a really beautiful tree. We're gonna get her down safe. Wes is not here today. We got Marvin and we got Quinn here to help us. So you mind being on camera, Quinn?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up? We got Quinn out here. We got Marvin. Everybody knows Marvin.
2.0.
Yeah, so it's slick. Good thing there's no ice. A little bit up the mountain, there's a lot of ice on the ground, so we don't have to deal with that. Slipping hazard is a real thing. And we got the porter wrap set up, and we're just gonna speed line the limbs right out here and do what we do. God is good. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Just a little quick,
right here, there's a bunch.
Not tutorial. You wanna see this real quick, Marvin?
Yeah.
So just a quick hitch, sending up a rope. This is a climber's best friend. You just make a bite in the rope, go over, and then you reach your, this is how I do it. You reach your hand through, grab it, boom. That way when I'm pulling up, I could just, bam, good to go. You wanna try it?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Perfect.
All right.
That's the quick hitch. You'll go around this one and then grab this one. There you go. Quick hitch. Now that's a climber's best friend, because I could get up there, I'm in a bad situation, I'm wrestling with a bunch of different things, you know, legs are hurting, and I could pull this up and all I got to do is pop that out just like that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're gonna learn any knot, please learn that one. And the bowling. So I'm making my way up the tree. Got everything good. Firing up the saw. There's a noise ordinance in this neighborhood, so we want to wait till 8 in the morning to fire up the saw. That's good. It gives us plenty of time to get here, get set up, have a safety meeting, come up with a game plan. So what I'm going to do, majority of the heavy limbs are on the side we need them to be. This is a perfect setup. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up and I'm going to strip all these little limbs off this back side, which is going to be the side I'm on. That way I got mobility and I can swing around and have a bunch of fun setting up the speed lines. These little limbs, I'm just going to hand cut them and just toss them right out here, and we'll clean them up. It's not going to be much, so it's just a perfect setup. God is good. We're really happy about today. Grateful to be working. So again, I'm working a double-sided lanyard. So I noticed in the last video it wasn't really showing what I'm doing, so let me see if you can get this. I got a single 30-foot rope, and I made two side lanyards out of it. I'm not the best at explaining things, but you can see I'm double tied in here, and I could just keep bypassing these limbs as I go up. So I'll leave it tuned on for a little bit. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. There's only one other guy I know who climbs like this, and it's the guy who taught me how to do it. But like I said, I adopted it, and I'll never not climb with a double-sided lanyard. I need to get some more ART positioners. These press-sticks like to lock up. Man, that's not good. You gotta be careful when you're wearing gloves. For a long time, I didn't even wear gloves because of that. Make sure it don't snag up on your hand. So, you see I flipped up over these limbs. Now I'm making sure I'm connected here and here. And then I'll disconnect this one. And I can just keep making my way up. Or I can leave it tied in. That way I'm double tied in. Which is what I should do because I'm cutting. You gotta dress your press stick so you don't wear your shoulder out. But yeah, I'm here. It's gonna flip up. I'll flip this one up over that. I get a little more room to climb up. Clip in, you listen to the clip, and you look down and inspect it. So you got 2 points of inspection. You're hearing with your ears and you're seeing with your eyes, making sure you're good. And then you disconnect the other one. All right, again, so I just dressed my press stick real quick. It's annoying. Clipped in, tied in. Even loosen this one up to make sure that all your weight's on here and it's gonna hold you. And you just keep on advancing. It's definitely a good system. I recommend any climber at least give it a shot. It's tree tapered off pretty good. So now I'm double tied in. Of course, if I cut myself, I wouldn't be able to come down in a hurry. But just don't get in a hurry in the tree and don't cut yourself. I know mistakes happen, nobody is perfect, but yeah, I feel comfortable. You never want to be too comfortable in the tree. Be comfortable but not cocky. Confident but not complacent. That'd be my advice. So I made it up here pretty quick. Beautiful day. Hopefully you guys can see that view. Snow-capped mountains. It looks like we can't see Lassen because of that, but that's unfortunate. Right. No, Lassen's over there. I think this is Bernie. Beautiful view, office view. So I got up here. This is about where I'm gonna take the top. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set up my climb line. I like to have my climb line above the rigging system. So I'll set my climb line right about here. We'll take a small top. No need to get too big or anything. Then I'll set up the speed line. Just so grateful for the Lord and the love and the grace he has for us. We're definitely living in a crazy world. And when all else fails, God is always gonna be there. And he's gonna be true to us. I promise you that. If I can convince you of anything, it's that Jesus died for our sins. And through faith in him, we can be saved and spend eternity in paradise. That's one thing I know for sure. Everything else is questionable, especially in this world we're living in. But that's my belief. I pray that you share the same belief one day if you don't. But it's all love. So now I got it, my speed line, I got my climb line set up. I'm on a single rope. If you watched any of my other videos, you see that's how I climb. I do switch to double rope every now and then. And one thing I could do, if I wanted to, I could tie a bowline right here, whatever midline knot you like, and then take a carabiner or my quickie and click it right here to my rope wrench and take this off, and then I'd be on double real quick if I needed to be. But I prefer to climb on a single rope. I don't always use ascenders to get up. As you can see, I spiked it. Oh, and I cleared all these limbs off this backside so I could swing around and make speed lining pretty easy. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pull up my line, drop it down this way, and then I'll get Marvin to attach the speed line rope, and I'll go ahead and just pull it up and set it up here. And instead of letting your rope get all tangled, you just pile it up right here on your bridge. Just like that. But I'm sure this stuff's boring. I'm gonna turn the camera off and I'll turn it back on for some fun stuff. I guess you really don't want to make your videos too long and all that. I'm super new to this YouTube thing, so I'm hoping I get some more subscribers and people think this stuff is as cool as I think it is. If anybody wants to go into the comments and leave me comments, I'm always open for suggestions and dialogue. That's how we get better. Never be too proud to learn something, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this and I'll turn the camera off for now. All right, so I'm all set up. Before I go too far down, I'm gonna do another quick visual inspection. Quickie's facing the right way. I'm cinched off, speed line set, and now I'm gonna work my way down and we'll start zipping these limbs off. Clear? So we're gonna take these first couple limbs out that way. That way we make sure we clear the corner of the house. And this is a big limb. If you can see, it's pretty massive. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take this one in 2 pieces, maybe 3. We'll see. I'm gonna cut this dead off so it don't come off uncontrolled. I'm gonna cut a dead limb off. Clear? That limb was big, but we got it over the fence. But as we're going up, we're getting clearance. So fish on. If you're in doubt, just take a smaller piece. No need to get in a hurry. These limbs are definitely big enough to do some damage. Care package. Sweet. See, now I'm maneuvering super good. Took the time to set myself up for success. So I'll take this one in 2. Okay. Maybe 3. Fish on? It's a light one. Clear. Man, I drank a bunch of coffee this morning. I gotta pee. I hate coming down out of the tree, but I think this might be a good time before I start getting to work, you know? Got a lot of limbs to get off of this. Coming down for a quick bathroom break. So we're back after a brief intermission. I think we got the clearance now. We're gonna start zipping them out that way. This is kind of a bad setup, but it'll be all right. It'll ride. Oh yeah. So you guys can see what we're doing. I'll do a couple more and then I'll turn the camera off. Pretty easy job, self-explanatory. What we have here is these limbs are tied up. So if I cut this one, we'd be counting on it to roll out, or it could snap this off. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off now. Always pay attention to the limbs getting tied up, especially these cedars. So while the guys were getting everything tidied up down there, because I don't want to bury them. Nobody wants to get buried on the ground. Everybody thinks the climbing is the tough job, and it's really as tough as you want to make it. Some trees are harder than others, but the ground guys are always down there moving. It's a tough job being on the ground too. So I got to give credit where it's due, especially when you got a climber who's super fast, but I don't want to bury them. So they're down there getting everything situated, getting the trailer chopped down and loaded up. So while they're doing that, I just took the time to go ahead and set a bunch of slings. I got about 15 slings set. So when it's time to go, we can just start ripping. And I'll go ahead and inspect things. While I'm at it, I can see this one's tied up, which was not good. That could break off and hit the house or something. So yeah, we're cruising. They're starting to get a lot closer to the trailer now. We're getting a little more distance. So that's exactly what we wanted. Clear. So I don't know what happened, but we were zipping along and all of a sudden my GoPro just stopped working. It's been doing that. If anybody has any advice on what type of SD card I should use, please let me know, because every now and then it cuts off. I'm using a V10. It said something about a V12. We couldn't find them online. So it shuts off and I missed some really good content. It turned back on, obviously, so it's back on now. We missed some really good sets, but we're moving along, and now they're getting really close to the dump trailer, which is good. I got 45% battery, so we're gonna be able to catch the top. One of the videos I had put up, I didn't film the top. So like I said, I'm super new to this stuff, just trying to figure it out. Open for any suggestions. We're cruising along. I've been really hydrated. I gotta pee again. I don't know what's going on, but I've been drinking a lot of water and jogging and working out, just feeling good. Been training. Hopefully I could, I'm planning on doing a marathon soon. So I got up to a 10K, doing mountain jogging, trail jogging, which, you know, is a lot tougher than on flat land and all that. I think I can do it. Just don't stop. That's the goal. That's what I put in my mind. Just don't stop. Just keep on moving. And I'm not like a quick runner. I'm jogging. But yeah. So it's back on for now. Hopefully it stays on for the top. I'll make sure I get it working. Anyways, we'll tune out. All right, so we got our last set on. I saved one sling for the top. And some would say, why are you speed lining these little tiny limbs? And I would say, why not? We're just getting them closer to the dump trailer. It's already what we've been doing. So we're just gonna continue on, and then we'll get this top off and I'll start chunking her down. Clear. So this will be a good top. So now I'm gonna move my system lower than the speed line. Make sure I'm tied in, everything's good. Everything looks good before I disconnect my lifeline. Double check, triple check, whatever it takes. It only takes one fall to be a life-changing event. We don't want that to happen. Got a family to come home to, go home to, and yeah, I know the Lord's protecting me, but thou shalt not tempt the Lord, so that's what I'm not gonna do. So I'll send it out this way. That way it comes and swings out that way. I'm just gonna put a face in it, Marvin.
Absolutely.
So I got my face, got my sling. I'm gonna go ahead and set that now. What was that?
Want me to set up now?
Yep.
I'm gonna wrap
Yeah, just get it nice and tight. No need to just let it zip all the way to the trailer. Let me make sure the camera's on, because I always forget. We are on. Sweet, 26%. I think I got enough. So Marvin's getting it nice and tight. No need for any slack in the rope. We're just gonna speed it straight to the trailer.
All right, rope ready?
All right. Double check, make sure everything's set. We're good. Back cut. Doing a quick hand throw. Get that out of my way. Bumped me in the head. All right. Back cut. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, so we took the top. I swung it out this way. That way you could just do a little swinging, and you don't want it riding on the rope. So that's what we did, and everything went good. You know, doing that, there's a risk I could take out the trailer light, but I mean, if that were to happen, that's not really that big of a deal. I just have to replace it. Red rope coming down. Hey, so I'm just gonna do some quick chunking. You guys don't have to move them yet. I'll dance them around. I gotta pee again. So I'll get down to until I run out of 201, and then I'll come down for a break or lunch or whatever.
All right, yeah, you just holler.
Okay.
As soon as you need somebody to start moving stuff over there, holler.
Okay. We're in 201 land. I used to get super nervous speed lining tops. Man, my blood would be pumping. But the more you do it, the more you know what to expect. I still get a little nervous speed lining a top off of a dead tree. That's no fun. But sometimes it has to happen. And where people get in trouble is they're scared to get up higher on a dead tree, and they take too big of a top, and then that's just too much weight on it, side loading the tree. One thing I'm doing here that I got a bad habit of is I'm cutting up high by my face. It's not good because you gaff out, that saw's right there in your arteries and your neck, and that's not where you want to get cut at. You want to be cutting up here by your chest, but I've gotten in a bad habit doing that. I'm going to try to break myself of it. Be confident but not cocky, comfortable but not complacent. And if you do gap out, just be ready to hit that brake. Stop yourself from spinning. Keep that in mind. So let me show you what we got. I was just gonna fall this stick here because we got enough room, but the customer wants to save this here, and we're having trouble getting these lag bolts out because the tree swelled up around it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go back up and cut the rest of these chunks off right here, and then we'll cut it right here and we'll chip this wood off of it. That's gonna be the best bet, but it'll be okay. We don't get to fall the stick or anything, but whatever. We got the wood splitter going. We're back here processing wood. Marvin's over here ripping these logs. We got the wood splitter going, so everything's good. We're killing it. Just another day in the office. Alright. So I went up, shaved it all off. It happened pretty quick. Now I'm just gonna make a cut under here. I might as well cut it at 16 and then rip a piece off of it. See if we can get the guys to help out now. Yeah, that's perfect. It worked out good. And I'll just chisel this off with an axe or something. Who needs them all? You're a good old lumberjack, Marvin. The saws are eating today.
Oh man.